Hello, Starshine. My name is Liz, and this is my channel, Simsational Stories. If you have not seen my videos before and you enjoy this one, please like and subscribe. And maybe check out my Facebook page, where this whole thing began, as well. All relevant links are in the description below, and of course, if you're a Sims player and you'd like to download any of the characters featured in my stories, just search the hashtag Simsational Stories on the Sims 4 gallery. All original content is created by This Is Not Eric. Alrighty then. So, welcome. And what is up, Buttercup? Are you having a good day or a bad day? Whichever your answer, please allow me to distract you from your life and tell you a story, a Simsational story. Before I begin though, I'd like to issue this blanket content and trigger warning. The following story is just Sims, hey. I'm not going to apologise for treating them terribly, if that's what I've done. But I do want to assure you now that although I mean absolutely no harm, I completely understand if you feel unable to consume my content. Many loves, and we will catch each other on the internet elsewhere. Okay, so now we've gotten that over with, let's go. Today's story is from Sunflower's story, and we're at chapter 3. If you have not seen previous chapters and would like to catch up, there are playlists available on my channel so you can hear the entire story in chronological order. The rest of us are going to move on from where we left off last time though. So without further ado. Kaiulani Lunalilo had had homeless teenager Sunflower Andrews staying with her for just over a month now, and it was starting to wear thin. Kaiulani had had an idyllic life living alone on the islands of Solani until quite recently, but now her life seemed like an endless domestic drudgery, and she had begun to resent her young ward. Luckily for Kaiulani, there was a convenient and nearby solution. The local keypoint commune Ohana Hale always had room for new members. It was a recent addition to the islands, but already it had made its mark on local history, with all the members being passionate about conservation. Kaiulani actually worked with Ohana's founder, Lucas Pointer, and she hoped he would be willing to help her. The commune was his dream project, and so when she approached him about the matter, he replied that although he had originally had some hopes that Kaiulani might join them, he was more than happy to offer Sunflower a home instead. Kaiulani broached the subject of Ohana Hale with Sunflower casually the next day after work and school. Would she maybe like to go next door and meet the hippie neighbours? Sunflower was intrigued. She'd heard rumours about a commune somewhere on the islands, but she hadn't realised it was so close. Sunflower agreed to visit Ohana Hale for dinner the next night, and it was instantly obvious how much she enjoyed the place. Kaiulani was delighted with how well her plan was working out, and she was not at all surprised when Sunflower accepted Lucas's seemingly spontaneous offer for her to stay that night. But it was nowhere near time for bed yet. Ohana Hale had a show to put on first. They lit the bonfire, played music, danced, told stories, and introduced themselves. The commune had 6 other residents, not including Lucas, and each had a story of their own to tell. Married couple Jaquan and Floria were raising their daughter Aliana in hippie heaven. Floria was the backbone of Ohana Hale and took care of many of the household chores, as well as creating community events, while Jaquan had mermaid blood and worked his days away as an island lifeguard. Meanwhile, Lucas Pointer's partner Nina had moved onto the commune with her son and grandson after the tragic death of Alejandro's wife Dominique. The two shared a proud magical heritage that went back generations, and they happily enhanced life at Ohana Hale with their potions and powers. After the introductory bonfire party, Sunflower spent that night at Ohana Hale and woke up feeling more well-rested than she'd felt in months. The communal tents at Ohana certainly weren't fancy, but there was just something about having a space of her own for once that made Sunflower really relax. She hadn't had this much privacy since she'd lived with her parents, and not even then really, as her mother was forever searching her room back in those days. Unaware that it had been the plan all along for her to join the commune, Sunflower Andrews begged Lucas Pointer and the other members of Ohana Hale to let her stay and join them. She would do anything, she declared, if they would just give her a chance. Kaiulani was so grateful to Lucas. He had solved all her problems. She was finally free to live her own life again the way she was always meant to. And he had gained a new member for his commune like he had wanted too. This was truly a happy ending for them all. And that brings us to the end of chapter 3 of Sunflower's story. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can tune in soon to hear the next chapter. Or like I said, look us up on Facebook. Bye!